Hello everyone, and today I am going to teach you the topic the history and evolution of modern pathology. Before coming to the subject pathology, let me tell about what is physiology. Physiology, as we already know, that physiology is the study of normal functioning of the body, and pathology is the opposite to physiology. Pathology is the study of abnormal functions of the body. The definition of pathology, actually, the word pathology is derived from the Greek word which is pathos and logos. Pathos, which means suffering, and logos meaning study. So it is the study of sufferings, that is the abnormal functioning of the body. And pathology is the study of structural and functional abnormalities that are expressed as diseases in organs in the body. So, in other words, we can also explain pathology as it consists of abnormal anatomy and abnormal physiology in the body. The father of pathology is Rudolf Virchow. Then now I am going to explain some common terms and definitions which is included in pathology. The first one is pathophysiology. We know that pathos means suffering, and physiology, which is the normal functioning. In this pathophysiology, it includes the disordered function and diseased condition that changes the homeostasis in the body. Homeostasis is the maintaining or balancing the internal environment of the body. The pathophysiology includes the study of disordered functions and breakdown of homeostasis in diseases. Homeostasis, in the sense, it includes the changes in which is biochemical changes in the body, and the disordered function, that is the abnormal physiological changes in the body. It includes pathophysiology. Then health. Health is defined as a condition where the individual is in complete accord with the surroundings, where the individual feels comfortable about his normal physiological functions. And opposite to that is disease, where the individual has lost the ease of the body, that is the comfort of the body. Then also the disease refers to only a single symptom, and the syndrome refers to group of symptoms. Group of symptoms are together known as symptom. Then the term we are going to see about patient. Who is a patient? The affected person or diseased person is known as the patient. Then we are going to see about the term lesion. Lesions are the changes in the cells and produced by diseases in an individual. That is, it is the changes in the cells and tissues that are produced by diseases in an individual. The lesions are commonly they are produced by any stimulus that occurs in the body, which is pathological. Then morphology, which is the external appearance, that is which we are observing through our naked eye. The macroscopic observation is known as the morphology. And then etiology. Etiology are the factors that causes diseases. Either it may be an internal factor or external factor. It may be caused due to the affected tissues that are present in the body, or by the external factors like bacteria, viruses, etc. Then the term pathogenesis. Already we know that patho means suffering and genesis is the formation. Altogether we can term it as pathogenesis. Pathogenesis refers to the mechanism by which the lesions are produced in the body. It is the mechanism, the formation and of the diseased condition. Then about the signs and symptoms. Symptoms are the one that patient explains about his condition to the physician, and signs are the one that physician observe through his naked eye by the diagnosis of the patient. Then about the diagnosis means investigation of the condition of the patient. Then prognosis is that where we are going to see what is going to happen in the disease, that is the course of the disease, and the time of recovery of the disease is known as the prognosis. Now we have learned about the common terms which are included in pathology, and now we are going to learn about the history and evolution of pathology. First, the symbol caduceus. Everyone are already aware of it. The caduceus symbol, which represents the symbol of medicine, and it is the traditional symbol of god Mercury. It features that the twin serpents winding around a winged staff. In earlier period, it was featured with only one serpent with which is winded around a winged staff, and the modern symbol which is featured now is with twin serpents with winding around the winged staff. Now we are going to see about the god of some medicines. So we already know that Dhanvantri, who is the Indian god of medicine, and Asclepius and Apollo are considered to be the Greek gods, and finally Apollo is considered as the Greek god. Then Hippocrates, who is the father of medicine. Then Sir William Auster, who is the father of modern medicine. Giovanni B. Moragni, who is the father of clinical pathology, and John Hunter, who is the father of museum and pathology. Paul Ehrlich, who is the father of clinical pathology. Marcello Malpighi, who is the father of histology. Virchow, who is the father of cellular pathology. Carl Landsteiner, we already know that, who termed the blood grouping system. And George N. Papanicolaou, who is the father of exfoliative cytology, and the father of pathology is Rudolf Virchow. Then the next we are going to see about the subdivisions of pathology. The pathology is subdivided into morphological and non-morphological branches. The morphological branches includes the histopathology, cytopathology and hematology. And the non-morphological branches includes the clinical pathology, clinical biochemistry, microbiology, immunology, medical genetics, molecular pathology, molecular cytogenetics. That's it. So now we are going to see about the morphological branches, and the first one we are going to see is the histopathology. So the histopathology, it includes the study of structural changes that are observed in the body as a naked eye examination, which is the gross or macroscopic changes that are detected, and the changes that are detected also by the microscopy, which may be further supported by numerous staining techniques. The histopathology consists of both the naked eye observation as well as the microscopic observation, and this histopathology is used to diagnose any disease that occurs in the body. And the histopathology is further divided into three types, which is surgical pathology, experimental pathology, and forensic pathology and autopsy work. So the surgical pathology, first one is the surgical pathology. It occurs only during the surgery. For example, if a tumor is present in any organ, in the surgical pathology we can find whether it is superficial or deep cut. Anyway, if a tumor is present in the body, sometimes the tumor gets metastasis in the body. So if the cells have metastasis to a major part of the organ, the major portion of the part is cut through a deep cut, and if the tumor cells are present only in a few parts, it is just cut out by a superficial cut. So it is the surgical pathology. Then experimental pathology, it is tested in animals for the it is the production of disease in the experimental animal and the study of morphological changes in the organs after sacrificing the animal. However, all the findings of experimental work in animals may not be applicable to human beings due to species differences. Only some can be detected. Then about the forensic pathology and autopsy work. The forensic pathology and autopsy work both are done or performed only after during the death, and it is used as a medical legal purpose. Then the second one in the morphological branches is cytopathology. Cytopathology is the study of cells shed off from the lesions. It is also known as exfoliative cytology. In this term, the cells are taken from the organ or any part of the body through the aspiration, by aspirating a needle into the affected part or organ, and then the strains are used to observe the structural changes of the affected part through the microscope. And the cytopathology is also used to detect whether the tumor is present superficially or deep in the affected part. And the final branch in the morphological branches is hematology. Hematology deals with the diseases of blood and also the blood forming organs. And the hematology is further divided into laboratory hematology and as well as the clinical hematology. Now we are going to see about the non-morphological branches. The first one is clinical pathology. The clinical pathology may be qualitative, quantitative, or semi-quantitative analysis. So clinical pathology, it is the analysis of various fluids, which includes the blood, urine, semen, cerebrospinal fluid which is present in the brain, and other body fluids which are present in the body. Then the clinical biochemistry, it is the quantitative determination, where the clinical pathology we saw that it is a qualitative, quantitative, or semi-quantitative, and the clinical biochemistry, it is a quantitative determination. Sometimes the clinical pathology and clinical biochemistry are which are somewhat same and are correlated with each other. And clinical biochemistry is the determination of various biochemical constituents which are present in the serum and plasma, and also in other body fluids, as like we saw in the clinical biochemistry. Now the term microbiology. So microbiology is the study of disease causing microbes in human diseases. Depending upon the type of microorganisms, microbiology can be studied in different aspects or different systems, such as bacteriology, parasitology, mycology, virology. If the disease is caused by any virus, it is virology, and if the disease is caused by any bacteria, it is bacteriology. Now comes to the study of immunology. So immunology, it is the detection of abnormalities in the human it is the detection of abnormalities in the immune system of the body, that comprises actually our human system. The immune system comprises of the immunoglobulins, right? That is IgA, IgE, IgG, IgM, IgD, etc. everything. So these detecting the abnormalities in the immunoglobulins in the immune system is the study of immunology. Then medical genetics. Medical genetics is the branch of human genetics that deals with the relationship between the heredity and the diseases. Example: blood grouping, inborn errors of metabolism, chromosomal aberrations in congenital malformations, etc. Then comes to molecular pathology. Molecular pathology is the detection and diagnosis of abnormalities at the level of DNA of the cell, which is included in molecular pathology. And the example for molecular pathology is like polymerase chain reaction. Then the final one in non-morphological branches is molecular cytogenetics. Molecular cytogenetics in this field of biomedical research and the study of diseases that combines the molecular biology and cytogenetics. Cytogenetics is the cell genetics. So the molecular cytogenetics that deals with the study of diseases combines that with molecular biology and as well as the cytogenetics. Example in cancers and also in chromosomal abnormalities. Now we have completed with the subdivisions of pathology, and now we are going to see about the modern methods in learning and practicing the pathology. The first one is pathology e-learning, telepathology. The telepathology which is subdivided into static telepathology and dynamic telepathology. Static telepathology is the passive telepathology, and dynamic, which is the robotic interactive telepathology. And the next one is digital slides, and the final one is electronic and synoptic pathology reporting. So these are the modern methods in learning and practicing of pathology. Thank you. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section below, and I will reply for all your doubts. Thank you.